Let me show you what I made with this 5-foot piece of aluminum and 3/4 inch PVC sheeting. My customer wanted an outdoor sign for his boat dock, something that was weatherproof, would stand up against the heat and cold from summer through winter. So the PVC was cut on the CNC, tabbed out, and you can see the tabs there. Those come off very easily with cutting with a knife or by sanding. And then I use this high visibility fluorescent yellow. It's actually a lot brighter than what the video is showing. Here I'm sanding the aluminum. Since I had a mirror finish on it, I needed to paint it black. So I'm using 150 grit sandpaper to give it a dull finish, and then both sides got a gray primer, 2 coats. After that, the sign was painted black with 1 coat on each side, and between the paint coats, I seal sanded to give it a smooth texture and to rough it up a little bit for the second final coat. The letters were measured and then traced out with a Sharpie, so I knew where to drill the holes. Here I'm using a metal bit to drill through, and I'll screw the PVC onto the metal from the back with an adhesive in between. And here I'm using a larger bit for a countersink. This sign is 1/4 inch thick aluminum, 14 inches by 5 feet long. Okay, now it's time to glue these letters on to the metal. And what I'm going to use is called Through the Roof. And it's a waterproof, weatherproof adhesive that I can use with the PVC onto the aluminum. And then I'll also screw through the back of the metal into the PVC letters. One of the good things about this adhesive is that it's flexible. It doesn't dry completely solid, so it's good for different seasons with the hot and cold. The application is very simple. I'm just using a foam brush, and I'm using a very light coat, staying away from the edges so that when it's pressed down and screwed from the back, that the adhesive doesn't come out onto the rest of the sign. Pre-measuring and marking these parts with a Sharpie really helped with this part of the procedure. It allowed me to place the letters exactly where they needed to go to be screwed without sliding around. The PVC comes in 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, and 3/4 inch. And I'm glad I used this 3/4 inch because it really gives the sign depth. This yellow is bright on camera, but it's actually a lot more fluorescent and brighter in person. It's the same color as a yellow cork bobber, which is what my customer was looking for. When I showed up to present this sign to James, he absolutely loved it.